Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most powerful strategies for growing your online business, upsells. I'm excited to share you how you can potentially double your revenue. Using one-click upsells is such a powerful move because it gives you an opportunity to add even more value and make another transaction with somebody who's already transacting with you. In the next 10 minutes, I'll walk you through exactly how to implement upsells in your business, show real examples of how they work, and give you actionable strategies to start boosting your revenue immediately. Whether you're just starting or looking to optimize your existing sales process, this information will be game changer for you and for your business. So let's talk a little bit about what are one-click upsells. Let's start with the basics. A one-click upsell is an additional offer presented to a customer immediately after they've completed a purchase. The magic is in the timing and the simplicity of this. Their payment information is already entered, they're in the buying mindset, and they can add your upsell to their order literally with one click. Here's how it works on Kajabi. When someone purchases your product or service and completes the checkout, the very next screen that they see, it offers them an additional product or service. Their credit card is already in there. They've already purchased. The transaction is still kind of live, and they're either in like, hey, no thanks, or I'm not interested, or yes, I'm ready to purchase. This is fundamentally different from trying to sell to someone who is a cold prospect. The psychological barriers are down, trust has been established through the initial purchase, and they're already experiencing the positive emotions associated with solving a problem or fulfilling a desire. Graham Cochran, another one of my favorite Kajabi creators, describes this perfectly. Says, when you go to McDonald's and buy a burger and they say, would you like fries with that? You're handing them the credit card and you're like, yeah, I would like fries. And then they just add it at the counter. Let's talk a little bit about the psychology behind this. Understanding why upsells work is crucial to implementing them effectively. There's several psychological principles at play. First, there's the principle of commitment and consistency. Once someone has made a decision to buy from you, they're more likely to remain consistent with that decision by saying yes to related offers. Second, there's a reduced friction. The payment information is already entered, removing a major obstacle in the purchasing process. As Graham puts out, they don't have to get their card out again. They don't have to retype in their payment information. It's just instantly charged to their bill. So this makes the process really easeful for your buyer and for your customer. Third, there's a principle of relevance. An effective upsell is directly related to the original purchase and enhances its value. It's not random. It's a logical next step that makes the initial purchase even more valuable. Fourth, there's timing of the event. You're catching the customer at their peak buying temperature, right after they've committed to a purchase. This is when they're the most receptive to additional offers. And finally, there's value perception. When structured correctly, upsells are presented as special opportunities or exclusive deals, creating a sense that the customer is getting privileged access to something valuable. Understanding these principles will help you craft upsells that feel like a natural extension of customers' journey rather than some pushy sales tactic. Now let's get into a practical walkthrough exactly how you set this up at Kajabi. The process is surprisingly simply easy. So the first thing is you want to log into your Kajabi dashboard and navigate to the Sales tab. Then select the offer you want to add an upsell to. Once you're in that offer, so we'll go over here to my 5-day challenge offer. Once you're in that offer, you'll see a tab labeled Upsell. This is where the magic happens. So we're going to click over here on Upsell. We already have one here in our offer purchase flow. When you click to add an upsell, you select which offer you want to present as your upsell. This can be another course, a coaching program, a membership, or other product you have in Kajabi. Next, you'll create a compelling title and description for your upsell. This is where you explain the value proposition and why this additional offer complements what they purchased. So if you could see here, this is my 5 days to 5-figure speaking gigs 5-day challenge. So what we've included here as an upsell is a one-on-one coaching call with me so that they could ask questions, get support, and that's an additional $500. And then what we've also done here, right, is we've created a downsell. So let's say that the person clicks here. We can go in here so you can see how it's like set up as a preview. But after they purchase the masterclass, they'll go over to this here and it says Master Your Worth, the price coaching experience. Book your strategy hour with Evolve, transforming your relationship with pricing in 60 powerful minutes, no more second guessing, private one-on-one session, right? So this complements them for the challenge. And then if they book the call, right, this will take them over to booking. And then if they say, no, thank you, what it's going to do is take them to the downsell. One-on-one coaching with Evolve 374, claim your power session, right? So special offer, limited time only, special rate. So what we can do is create a downsell within the upsell that showcases to the purchaser, oh, okay, for this limited time, we understand you can't do it at 500. Could you do it at 374? And then they could say, no, take me to my purchase. And then that will wrap up their purchase for what they were purchasing in the beginning, which was the 5-day challenge. If they claim it, this will just simply add it onto the bill and it would be an additional cost for them. So you want to make sure that when you're putting together your upsell, and let me show you how to add an upsell. Now that you've seen mine added, if you go here, you go to add upsell in your offer, you select which offer you want to add. So let's say I wanted to add, instead of the 5-day challenge, instead of the coaching, I wanted to add another masterclass. Maybe I wanted to ask my crafting your signature talk masterclass. I could say, don't just learn how to book, learn how to talk, right? Maybe that's what it is, because this challenge is really about booking, and this masterclass is really about how to become a better speaker, right? And then I could put a description, I could put a video or image, and then I could say, yes, I want to get the class, or no, thank you, take me to your purchase. And then I could add that upsell. So then when we go over here to preview it, and this is just to show you an example so we could see what we've created, right? Don't just learn how to book, learn how to talk, craft your signature talk masterclass, $97. Yes, I want it. No, I don't, right? So it's quite simple to add those in, and it just really is one click away from that person being able to get an upsell. So I just wanted to share that with you so you could see the walkthrough, because I think it's just so important for you to understand what it looks like to set it up on your back end when it comes to Kajabi. It's really simple. And if you have additional products, I would suggest always adding an upsell to that experience. Crafting an effective upsell isn't just about the technical setup. It's about crafting an offer that's genuinely valuable and compelling. Here are some strategies for creating upsells your customers can't resist. First, you want to ensure your upsell is complementary to the initial purchase. If someone buys your beginner course, an advanced course on the same topic makes a perfect upsell. As Graham says, think about which additional products will go well with what they just bought. Second, consider offering a discount on your upsell. This creates a sense of special opportunity. They're getting access to something at a better price than they normally would. For example, what I just showed you. If folks want to get coaching with me, it will be $500. However, we created a downsell of $374 as an exclusive one-time offer for those who are going through that sales process. Third, you want to focus on immediate value. The best upsells promise to help customers get results faster or easier. This could be templates, done-for-you resources, or additional training that accelerates their success. Fourth, keep it simple. Your upsell page should be clear and focused. It should demonstrate a headline, a sub-headline, and then some simple text or video that clearly communicates the value. Finally, create a sense of exclusivity when appropriate. Phrases like not available anywhere else or exclusive for customers only can make your upsell feel like a special opportunity rather than just another sales pitch. Beyond the basic one-click upsell, there are two additional strategies worth implementing. First, there's order bumps. These are similar offers presented during the checkout process before purchase is completed. An order bump is the little tick mark at the checkout page that you see that says, do you want to add this onto your purchase? And I can show you an order bump as well on my page. Order bumps typically work best with lower tiered priced items like templates, checklists, or small digital products that enhance the main purchase. Anything from $7 to $47 are great for order bumps. Consider implementing also downsells, which we talked about earlier. If someone says no to your premium upsell, you might offer a lighter version at a lower price point. Be cautious against offering the same product at a discount as a downsell. I do not recommend doing that. Think about it. It might violate trust. Instead, offer a discount product that might fit their needs better or their budget better. So let me show you how the order bump looks on your page. So if we go back over to this offer in particular, I believe there is an order bump on this offer. So I'm going to take you over to the 5 days to 5-figure speaking offer. So if we go over here to offer, we click here. Then we're going to go down to edit checkout because your upsell is going to be on your checkout page. And as you can see on the left-hand side, we have quite a few items. We have page content, design, form field, additional settings. We have a training on setting up your sales page and your checkout page that you can check out if you would like here on the page. But let's get into order bumps. Here at the bottom, we have our order bump that we can add on. And we've already added an order bump here. So for $97, they can add on the 5-figure speaking proposal masterclass. And this is a proven proposal template and step-by-step strategy that consistently lands $10,000 plus speaking contracts with global decision makers, right? Normally it's $199. We're selling it for $97. So they save $102 when they add that to their order. So all they have to do once they've put in their pricing information is click here. And then, well, let's actually go over to preview so you can see it there. If you scroll down and then they click here, it just adds that on to the additional cost at $194. So we have this upsell here so they can add that on if they want that. And then once they submit their information for that purchase, that's when we have this order bump here so that once they've added that on and add this to the purchase and put their credit card information in, it will go to the video that will showcase the upsell that I showed you earlier, right? So in this cart, if folks were to buy the order bump and also buy the coaching call, it goes from being a $97 cart to being almost, $194 plus $500 would be $694 to almost being a $700 cart value. So that's why this is so important. Once folks are in the act of buying, the likelihood of them adding this on or potentially a coaching call is definitely there. So we want to make sure we give them an opportunity to buy other things that can support their business and support their growth. That's why this is so important and it's so easy to add on. So let me show you how to add that on. Again, if you're on the checkout page, you're going to simply go over to order bumps here, and then it will have a drop down where you can select the offer. And then you're just going to put in text that describes the offer. Remember, we always want to show folks that they're getting a deal. So what's the regular price? What's the discount? And what is the outcome that they're going to get from adding this to their cart? Then you simply save it and it will be added on the page. It's a great framework and a great way to 2 times your revenue when it comes to your sales page. So now that we've talked about this and I've showcased to you the importance of upsells, importance of order bumps, and how to increase your cart value, I want us to wrap up with an implementation plan, because information is great, but if you don't implement, it's really not going to take your business anywhere. So let's start off with identifying how we're going to implement this and what are some best practices. Number 1, I want you to start by identifying your core offers and your potential upsells. Look for natural pairings where one product can enhance another. Second, I want you to create your upsell offer in Kajabi. focusing on clear propositions and compelling visuals or videos. Third, I want you to test different price points and offers to see what resonates best with your audience. Sometimes you might be pricing too low or you might be pricing too high. So it's important to test it out and just see what works, and once something sticks, to keep to it. Monitor your conversion rate. A healthy upsell conversion is typically between 20 to 30%. So that means that 20 to 30% of folks who go through this funnel should purchase the upsell or should purchase the order bump. 20 to 30%, I want you to think about if you have 100 customers, 20 to 30 people should be purchasing the upsell or should be purchasing the order bump, or both. Number 5, don't overwhelm your customers with too many options. As soon as you have more than one product, obviously add an order bump. As soon as you have 3 products, your main offer, your order bump, and your upsell, you're probably kind of doing too much, right? So you just want to have max of 3, right? You want to have your main offer, an order bump, and an upsell. We don't want to add on too much that distracts them from actually moving forward in the process. Number 6, always focus on value rather than just to extract more money. Your upsells should genuinely enhance the customer's experience and results. 7, consider the customer's journey holistically. Your upsells should feel like a natural next step, not an interruption. Implementing one-click upsells in your Kajabi business is one of the fastest ways to increase your revenue without increasing your market budget or customer acquisition costs. I encourage you to implement these strategies today. Set up at least one upsell for your main offer and watch how it transforms your business. Your customers get more value and you get to generate more revenue. It's truly a win-win strategy. If you haven't already started to use Kajabi, one of my favorite all-in-one platforms, utilize my link today and you will get a 30-day trial. You'll also get access to a strategy call with me and a 4-part workshop that teaches you how to create a paid workshop on Kajabi that you create once and profit from forever. It would be great to have you as a Kajabi hero and to be able to support you in joining the creator economy. I want to thank you for using your most valuable resource with me, which is your time. And I want to thank you for implementing these strategies so that you can 2 times your sales. Until next time, peace.